If you love classic TV shows, unforgettable characters, and the kind of smart comedy that defined a generation, then The Mary Tyler Moore Show surely holds a special place in your heart. Premiering in 1970, the series revolutionized television by featuring an independent, single, career-focused woman at a time when that was still a rarity in American sitcoms. With sharp writing, lovable characters, and hilarious situations set inside a TV newsroom, the show became a true cultural phenomenon. Today, we're taking a look at the before and after of the most famous actors from The Mary Tyler Moore Show. We'll revisit how they got their start, the success they achieved on the series, and what happened to each of them after this legendary show came to an end. Let's get started. Mary Tyler Moore was born in 1936 in Brooklyn, New York. Before starring in her own series, she was already a huge television star, thanks to the classic The Dick Van Dyke Show, where she played Laura Petrie and won several Emmy Awards. She also worked as a dancer and appeared in television commercials during the 1950s. In The Mary Tyler Moore Show, she portrayed Mary Richards, a single, independent, and extremely charismatic news producer. Her character revolutionized the image of women on American television and became a symbol of female independence in the 1970s. Throughout the series, Mary dealt with complicated romances, professional challenges, and many hilarious situations alongside the newsroom staff. After the series, Mary continued to achieve success in films and television programs. She received enormous acclaim for her performance in the 1980 drama Ordinary People, and also became deeply involved with social causes and diabetes research organizations. Mary Tyler Moore passed away in 2017 at the age of 80 due to cardiopulmonary complications associated with pneumonia. Ed Asner was born in 1929 in Kansas City, Missouri. Before the series, he was already known for his work in theater and for appearing in several television shows during the 1960s, including police dramas and westerns. In The Mary Tyler Moore Show, he played Lou Grant, the gruff but deeply human boss of the WJM TV newsroom. Despite his tough exterior, Lou became one of the most beloved characters on the show thanks to his sarcastic humor and almost fatherly relationship with Mary. The character became so popular that he earned his own spin-off series, Lou Grant, which had a more dramatic tone focused on investigative journalism. After that, Ed continued acting for decades in television series, films, and animated productions. Younger generations especially came to recognize him as the voice of Carl Fredricksen in Pixar's Up. Ed Asner passed away in 2021 at the age of 91 from natural causes.
Valerie Harper was born in 1939 in New York City. She began her career as a dancer and stage actress, working on Broadway during the 1960s while also appearing in small television roles and commercials. Everything changed when she joined The Mary Tyler Moore Show. Valerie played Rhoda Morgenstern, Mary's neighbor and best friend. With her sarcastic humor, brutal honesty, and personality opposite to Mary's sweet and polished demeanor, Rhoda quickly became one of the most beloved characters on the show. Rhoda was funny, spontaneous, and incredibly relatable. She constantly joked about her love life, laughed at her own insecurities, and always had a quick comeback for every situation. The character became such a massive success that Valerie earned her own spin-off series, Rhoda, which premiered in 1974. After Rhoda ended, Valerie continued working in television series, films, stage productions, and made-for-TV movies. In the final years of her life, Valerie drew admiration for courageously facing a brain cancer diagnosis that she publicly revealed in 2013. Valerie Harper passed away in 2019 at the age of 80 due to complications from cancer and leptomeningitis. Gavin MacLeod was born in 1931 in New York City. Before joining the series, he appeared in numerous films and television shows, including classic series such as McHale's Navy, Perry Mason, and The Dick Van Dyke Show. In The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Gavin played Murray Slaughter, the head writer in the WJM TV newsroom. Murray was intelligent, sarcastic, and extremely funny, always ready with ironic comments about the chaos at the station or Ted Baxter's constant blunders. Despite his sharp humor, the character was also one of the warmest and most caring on the show, serving as a true friend to Mary Richards and Lou Grant. After The Mary Tyler Moore Show ended, Gavin achieved even greater worldwide fame playing Captain Merrill Steubing on the Love Boat. The series became a massive phenomenon during the 1970s and 1980s and cemented Gavin as one of the most recognizable faces on television at the time. In later years, Gavin continued working in television, appeared in films and special programs, and became well known for his strong involvement in Christian causes and inspirational speaking engagements. Gavin MacLeod passed away in 2021 at the age of 90.
Ted Knight was born in 1923 in Connecticut. Before becoming a television star, Ted served in the United States Army during World War II. After the war, he decided to pursue an acting career and began working as a radio announcer and voice actor. During the 1950s and 1960s, he appeared in dozens of popular television series, including westerns, police dramas, and adventure shows. In The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Ted played the unforgettable Ted Baxter, the WJM-TV news anchor. Vain, clumsy, arrogant, and completely clueless, Ted became one of the funniest television characters of the 1970s. Although he constantly tried to appear highly professional and intelligent, he almost always ended up saying ridiculous things on the air or creating absurdly embarrassing situations. After the series ended, Ted starred in the sitcom Too Close for Comfort, where he played cartoonist Henry Rush. In addition to television, Ted also appeared in famous films, including the classic comedy Caddyshack, in which he portrayed the arrogant Judge Elihu Smales. Ted Knight passed away in 1986 at the age of 62 due to complications from colon cancer.
Cloris Leachman was born in 1926 in Iowa. She began her career as a model and competed in the Miss America 1946 pageant. Shortly afterward, she transitioned into acting and started appearing in films and television series throughout the 1950s and 1960s. Her remarkable dramatic talent became even more evident when she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her performance in The Last Picture Show in 1971. In The Mary Tyler Moore Show, she played Phyllis Lindstrom, Mary Richards' extremely eccentric, controlling, and opinionated neighbor. Phyllis was the kind of character who could turn even the simplest conversation into a completely chaotic and hilarious situation. Even though she could sometimes be irritating, she was so funny and over the top that audiences absolutely loved her appearances. The character became such a huge success that Cloris earned her own spin-off series, Phyllis, which premiered in 1975. After the sitcom ended, Cloris appeared in classic films such as Young Frankenstein, and later starred in popular television shows like Malcolm in the Middle, where she won over a whole new generation of fans. Cloris Leachman passed away in 2021 at the age of 94 due to complications from a stroke.
Betty White was born in 1922 in Illinois. Her career began in the 1940s when she worked as a radio announcer and host of live television programs. Over the following decades, she became one of the most recognizable personalities on American television, appearing in variety shows, game shows, and sitcoms. In 1973, Betty joined The Mary Tyler Moore Show as Sue Ann Nivens, the host of a cooking show. At first glance, Sue Ann seemed sweet, elegant, and incredibly charming. Behind the scenes, however, she was a completely different story. The character was sarcastic, manipulative, fiercely competitive, and a master of delivering cutting remarks with a smile on her face. Her sharp wit and hidden ruthlessness made Sue Ann one of the show's most memorable and entertaining characters. Interestingly, the producers originally considered casting Betty in a role more similar to Rhoda. Instead, they decided to use her public image as a kind and lovable woman to create the exact opposite type of character. The decision proved to be a brilliant one and earned Betty 2 Emmy Awards. After the series ended, Betty achieved worldwide fame as Rose Nyland in the hit sitcom The Golden Girls. Her popularity grew even further during the 2000s and 2010s when a new generation discovered her talent, quick wit, and unique sense of humor. Betty White passed away in 2021 at the age of 99, just a few weeks before her 100th birthday. The cause of death was complications from a stroke. Georgia Engel was born in 1948 in Washington, D.C. She studied theater at the University of Hawaii before moving to New York, where she worked in Broadway productions and small television roles. Her big break came in 1972 when she joined The Mary Tyler Moore Show as Georgette Franklin, who was initially introduced as Ted Baxter's girlfriend. What started as a guest appearance eventually became one of the most beloved roles on the series. Georgette seemed shy, innocent, and incredibly kind, but over time, the character proved to have far more personality than anyone expected. The chemistry between Georgia Engel and Ted Knight was simply perfect. While Ted Baxter was arrogant, loud, and completely clueless, Georgette served as the calm and lovable balance in their wonderfully chaotic relationship. After The Mary Tyler Moore Show ended, Georgia appeared in popular television series such as Coach, Everybody Loves Raymond, and Hot in Cleveland. Even without pursuing major dramatic roles or excessive fame, Georgia became a familiar face in American sitcoms and was deeply respected by her fellow actors. Georgia Engel passed away in 2019 at the age of 70.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more amazing content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue creating fantastic videos like this one. Thanks again, and see you next time.